has bombarded people into a different way of thinking. And we have to get them from this ladder onto this ladder and have them start climbing this ladder. So we have to encourage them all the way along. Remember, people read your feelings before listening to your words. You know, words are 7% of our communication. We know that 54% is our physiology. So people read us when they come in. They read that. They read the love. They read the welcome. They read that they're in the right place and you're the right people. And they want to keep coming back and they want to send others back. We know when you smile, you know, it's phenomenal because we use what? Less than half the muscles. We know serotonin starts to be secreted. We know endorphins. We know all sorts of things happen. We all know when you phone somebody if they're smiling at the other end or not. Who knows that? Who knows the person at the other end is smiling? Absolutely. So make sure you've got a mirror, a smiley face, something CAs where you answer the phone. So people don't think you're constipated. They know you're happy. They know you're smiling and you're welcoming. So people always read your feelings. What did Jenny Jamison talk about? You know, the whole area of one of the most researched things is the placebo effect. We know that can be up to 70%. So make sure that you take every ounce of that 70%. Use it to your advantage. For me, one of the most bizarre things I ever used the placebo effect for was in the years before we even went to chiropractic college. Judy and I left Australia in '69 for 6 months and came back 10 years later. And on our wanderings, we bought a Land Rover and we drove it Trans-Africa. But before we did that, we went to Eastern Europe with it in the Cold War days. In the early 70s, when it was very difficult to get visas, you had to go back to interiors week after week after week till you finally got a visa. And they kept us for 9 hours at the border between Finland and Russia. And they searched and searched that vehicle. They searched us. They went through every single little thing. 3 years ago, I was flying Brisbane to LA, and the woman beside me was the marketing manager for Tampax worldwide. And she'd just come back from launching Tampax in Russia. They'd never had tampons of that nature in Russia before. And when they found Judy's Tampax in that period of time, they came and asked us. And we'd been there for 8 hours, and we were frustrated. What's this? I said, have you got a big guard out there who's got an earache? So I went and got this dirty big guard, you know, 6 foot 6, and I come back, I said, ear, you know, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I got the Tampax and popped it into his ear. He's standing there with a string down. And I said, you know, this is very, very good Western medicine. When your ear's better, you just pull the string, you don't have to fish it out. Here's this guard standing on duty. Oh, there's Tampax hanging out of his ear. I went up and I said, you feel better? Good. Judy's kicking me, says, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. So I knew back then the placebo worked. Mighty thing, the placebo. You know, when you feel love, love focuses you. My dear mother died just short of her 90th birthday in 2000. Most beautiful person, loving, caring person. And she had severe Alzheimer's. The last 5 years she didn't speak. Judy and I are about the only two people she sort of knew. And a week or so before she died, we took her to the state forest for a family barbecue. And as I lifted out of the car and put her in the wheelchair, she looked at me and she said, thank you. Although she didn't speak, her love came to us just through her communication. So when people come in, we need to love them. We need to give that out. With our boys, we went back to the orphanage with the court order at 5 to 5 on a Thursday afternoon. We said to the people, we'll come back tomorrow and collect them. They said, no, you'll take them now. We said, but we don't have anything for them. They said, you'll take them now. In 5 minutes, we walked out the door, a boy in each hand. And all they had, of course, were the clothes on their back. 2 mute boys. Within a week, they were speaking because of love. You give it out. It's a magnifier. You give it to people. People come to your practice to be loved. That's all they come for. A lot of people. Again, it induces the placebo effect. 3 years ago, I was at the Las Vegas Hilton, and Fab Mainstein, the president of Parker, it wasn't the Parker time, it was in November, and he asked me to accompany him to another meeting. And I said, yeah, great, Fab. So I'll meet you at 2 o'clock in the foyer. So I was there, and he was late arriving. So I thought, well, I might as well use my time. So I'm seeing the Las Vegas Hilton foyer, people are pouring in the door. So I thought, I'm going to be a love magnet. I'm just going to beam love at people. So I just stood there and beamed love at people. So people just kept coming up to me. Well, I've been to the hotel many times, and they said, where's the concierge, where's this, where's that? And I'm directing people, having a great time. And then 10 minutes later, these two big dudes come along. Hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm the love greeter. And of course, I gave them all my trusty Expect a Miracle card. He said, what's that card? I said, here. Guy turns over, there's nothing on it. I said, what's that say? He says, Expect a Miracle. I said, well, do you want me to keep doing it or not? I said, well, I work with businesses to get a better bottom line, to interact better with people, to love and care for more people. You're not doing a real good job here. Do you want me to keep doing the job or nick off? Keep doing it. And off they went, so I just stood there. I had a great time. Met all sorts of people. Remember, relate, don't explain. It's not about explaining, it's about relating. Belief, acknowledgement, and congruency are huge keys. When you believe, people know you believe. When you acknowledge people, they love to be acknowledged and they want to come back. And of course, congruency is huge.